Namaste. I'm here a little early. Namaste. Good midday. This is actually what's called a cupping bowl. It also, so you can play it over to direct the vibrations into an area. Let's say you have a bum knee. It can also help to find areas that are blocked, clear anomalies. What I really like about this bowl, if you ding it, I don't know if it looks, yeah, it looks the same. Counterclockwise over the pot, over the body, it can help clear the aura. I use this a lot. I actually will play it over somebody's head, or if they're laying down on a table, I will play it over the body. So, welcome to our sanctuary. Let ourselves start to settle in, receive a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. We will be getting up soon. This is going to be a mixed level mat yoga class. We're going to be moving and flowing a little bit more today. I felt guided to sit and start with some sound. So if you're already seated, probably best to stay here now. And if you have blocks, you can bring them. Remember, it's up to you if you use them or not. It does help you if you move a little fast. If it's hard for you to move a little faster, sometimes the blocks will help you get in and out of our sun salutations and use it for any support. So thank you all for being here, the start of a new week. Well, second day of a new week. Let's see. Always remember to drink water too. And I think we can get started. And if you if you want to wear socks, make sure they don't slip. So either grippy socks or you can remove your socks. All right. Let's start to sit up nice and tall, center of our mats. You don't need to cross your legs if it bothers your knees. Remember, you can bring the legs out, or you can create a diamond also. Let's close our eyes. Sitting up nice and tall. You always can have a chair close by too. If you want to do these classes and you like to use a chair for some things, keep one close by. In through the nose and out through the nose. Expanding the back of the throat, the Ujjayi breath. Oh, I gotta turn the music on. Feel that alignment in our bodies. It's a nice crisp day, nice sunny day. So let's just feel that life force, that breath, that prana flowing through us. If we've been feeling a little sluggish, really embrace that inhale. Expanding, opening up through the belly, in a rib cage, in a heart space. Put a smile on our face as we have another day, another piece of life to enjoy. Every day is a blessing. And the exhale, chest deflate, ribs close, belly deflates. So pelvic floor rises. So let's celebrate today. Celebrate our bodies, our spirit, our minds as we allow ourselves to let go and free ourselves from the thoughts and the limiting thought processes and fears that keep us bound as prisoners. We're going to break free of those cords. If there's anything that you feel is keeping you bound and restricted, breathe into it, embrace it as yours. Bring it to surface. Love it. Be grateful for it. And then on that exhale, let it go. We're going to do this with our breath. We're going to breathe in through the nose, bring it to surface on the exhale. Out through the mouth. Just let it out really forcefully. Out through those pursed lips. So in through the nose. Out through the mouth. We're going to add a little sound. In through the nose. And on the exhale, big sigh of relief. Ha! Maybe more than a sigh. Like a really loud roar if we like. Maybe let's just let go. Whatever sound it wants to come out. Maybe our frustrations are built up. Let's breathe into it. Ah! You can scream, you can yell. There's no one around to judge except ourselves. So let's go with that, let go of that judgment too. Another breath in. Shake those arms. Ha! Let it out. Now just breathe it out through those lips. Shake those arms. Start at the top. Start to shake them down. We're kind of cleansing our aura here. So we have this aura, this energy egg around us. And maybe it's been feeling a little, I don't know, a little trapped and a little bogged down. Sit up tall. Still have our eyes closed. We're just feeling this. Sweep those arms up, reaching up to the sky. Palms together. Reach up, breathe in, lengthen, and on the exhale now, another big exhale and fling those arms. Ah! Just kind of fling the fingers. If you're not sure what I'm doing, you can watch. So just kind of flicking the sides, that egg around us till we come the whole way down. Or however you feel you want to cleanse that aura. Now, bring our palms together, hands to heart center. Eyes are still closed, unless you want to look and see. And it's whatever your process is. Palms together, fingers pointing forward. Now, pressing out, reaching up from the heart space. Turn the palms away. Now, we're going to open that heart and just sweep those arms around behind. And then interlock the fingers behind the back. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. And on the exhale, you can stay here, bring the shoulder blades together, or come forward at 45 degrees. Still, eyes are closed. Core is engaged. Keep the spine long as we come back up. And just bring our hands back to our thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the shoulders up in the ears. Exhale, let it release. As we let the shoulders release, we lengthen the spine. Bring the chin back. Tuck the chin. Feel the lengthening in the back of the neck. You can stay here. Let's bring our palms together. Hands to heart center. Stay here for 3 full, 3-part yogic breaths. That Ajaya, ocean breathing, as we open up through the belly and the rib cage and the heart space. And on the exhale, let the chest deflate, ribs close, belly deflates as the pelvic floor rises, bringing those shoulders down a little bit deeper. 2 more full cycles at your own pace. Feeling those restrictions, breaking free. And as we free those restrictions, let go of those fears, those anxieties, the tension and the stressors, we can open up to love. Because we are all people of love. Feel those roots flowing and connecting from the base of our tailbone up into the heavens, flowing and connecting with each one of us, with Mother Earth, with the universe, with all that surrounds us. Keep that smile. We're going to gently open our eyes. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Turn the palms away. Sweep the arms down. Let's come on to all fours in a tabletop. Remember, I'll be turning side to side. You can stay facing forward or however you feel comfortable. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Pull the belly into the spine. Create that stabilization. Feel that engagement. As we breathe in, on the exhale, round and arch in a cat. If it bothers your wrists, remember you can come onto your fists with your thumbs pointing forward. And breathing in, coming back to center. Feet together, knees apart. Bring the hips back over the heels. Extend the arms out in front. Into child's pose. Let everything release. I'm just going to kind of do some shifting here from side to side. Receiving a breath on the exhale. Just reaching through the right fingers. Shifting our hips to the right. Pressing away from that left knee. Coming back to center as we breathe in. On the exhale, shifting to the left. Pressing away from that right knee. Reaching out in front through that left arm. Coming back to center as we breathe in. Again, reaching out in front, sliding that arm out in front. Reaching through those fingers. Coming back to center as we breathe in. Shifting through the left, reaching through those left fingers. If it bothers your knees, try opening them up a little bit deeper. Breathing in, back to center one more time. Shifting over to the right, reaching through those fingers. Coming back to center as we breathe in. Shifting over to the left to reach out in front. We're opening up that flow of energy through our arms, down through our armpits, through our sides. Coming back to center. Through the hips, down the whole body. Let's come back in the tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Receive another breath, round and roll. Tucking the chin into cat. Nice cat stretch. Come back to center. Let's flip our toes. Raise our hips in the down dog. Bring the hips up to the sky. Release through the fingers, relax the shoulders. Bend the knees, bring the heels up a little bit. Bring those hips up a little bit more like somebody has a belt around our waist. We're going to do a little walk the dog. We're going to lower the right heel and the left, alternating. And the right. And the left. 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 Come on from both sets of toes. Press the heels down. Walk our hands back to the back of the mat slowly. Bring our hands to our thighs. Open up to the chest. Keep the spine long as we open up to the chest. Exhale, round and roll up. I think it's trash day. Sweeping your arms up. Palms together. Hands to heart center. Let's come towards the front of the mat. This mat keeps changing. Feet hip width apart. Feel that alignment. Pull the belly into the spine, pull the pelvic floor up and in. And gently tuck the chin like we're holding that tennis ball, pressing those shoulders down. Back here. If you feel it's a little noisy right now, the trash truck's outside. Sweeping the arms up, the window open. Keep the palms together as we sweep the arms down. Pressing the shoulders down. Keep that alignment, sweeping the arms up, reaching. Arms alongside the ears. Exhale as we bring the arms down. Hands to heart center. Pressing the shoulders down. Breathing in, sweeping the arms up overhead. Reach up, lengthen. Feel the roots in our feet growing into the earth as we reach towards the heavens. Exhale as we come back down. Imagine ourselves, those beautiful trees blossoming. Again, sweep the arms up. This time, turn our palms away, sweep the arms down. As our roots grow and deepen, it allows for us to grow and blossom. Rolling the shoulders up and around and down, up and around and down. Breathing in and out. Reversing direction. Up and around and down, up and around and down. Breathing in, up and around and down. Let's bring those shoulders up in the ears and let them drop. Hands in the fists, shoulders in the ears. Anything still wants to go, let it release. Spread those fingers wide. Shoulders up in the ears, hands to fists. Let it go. Sweep the arms out to either side. Palms forward, thumbs up. Bring the arms back, opening up through the heart. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Interlock the fingers behind the back. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. Keep the spine long. We're just going to do a little standing twist. On the exhale, the nice long spine, a quarter of a turn to the right. Come back to center as we breathe in. Exhale, a quarter of a turn to the left. And back to center. Arms down along your sides, palms facing in. Sweeping the arms up and back. Press the hips forward. Exhaling, leading with the chest. Hands to our thighs. Gaze out in front. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. And round and roll up, tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up, palms together. Sinking down into a little chair pose here. Knees behind the toes. Feet hip width apart. Chest is open. We pull that pelvic floor up and in. Keep the spine long at an angle. Reaching up. Opening up as we breathe in. Bring the arms down along our sides. We're going to bring that right arm up. Reach apart in opposite directions as we breathe in. And then on the exhale, gently folding over to the left. Turn the palm away as we sweep that arm down. Sweep that left arm up. Reaching apart in opposite directions. Opening up that energy flow in the body. Exhale, reaching towards that right knee as we sweep that left arm up and over. Turn the palm away. Now we're going to become a palm tree. So imagine our roots really anchored in. Sweep that right arm up. Reach up, lengthen, over to the left. As that right arm comes down, we sweep that left arm up and over to the right. Just a few of these up and over. Breathing in. We could have been doing this yesterday in that breeze the last couple days. That nice wind that kind of blew all the gunk out. Up and over. And up and over. One more time. And over. Bring both arms down behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Open up through the chest. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or hinge at the hips and fold halfway. The nice long spine. Engage your core in the pelvic floor. Keep the spine long as we come back up. Just got to shift my mat just a little bit. All right, we're going to come into some sun salutations. Again, if you want your block, just keep shifting. And I'm going to turn this way. So, feet hip width apart, sweeping the arms up, reach up and back, press the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest. Coming to your shins, halfway, lengthen the spine. No pressure on the knees. Exhale as we come down a little bit deeper. Lift the chest. Bring the right leg back. Watch that front knee. You can drop to that right knee or keep it lifted. Gaze out in front. Low lunge. Now drop to that right knee. Extend the toes behind. Just shift forward. So see where my knee is behind the toes? If you're here, then you want to walk that foot forward. Feel that lengthening, that leg behind us. Open up to the chest. When you exhale, gently shifting the hips back. Extending that front leg, lifting the toes. Breathe in as we come forward, opening up. Curl the back toes under, lift that back knee, engage the core as we bring it back to center. Hands on our thighs, open up to the chest as we breathe in, exhale, round and roll out, tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping your arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. I'm going to do the other side. Sweep the arms up and back, press the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest, sweep the arms down. Gentle fold, coming up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale as we come back down, lift the chest, bring the left leg back into a runner's lunge. Watch that front knee. Gaze out in front, low lunge. Then drop to that left knee. Extend those toes. Shift forward if you can. Keep that knee behind the toes. Left leg's extended. Open up to the chest. Now, left hip flexor on the exhale. Shift the hips back, extending that front leg, lifting the toes. Coming forward as we breathe in. Open up to the chest. Curl the back toes under. Lift that knee. Gauge your core as we bring that left foot to meet the right. Hands on our thighs. Open up to the chest. Little standing cat and cow. Breathe in as we open. Exhale, round and open the back of the heart. Breathe in as we open the front of the heart, lifting the tailbone. Exhale, round, tucking the chin. Breathing in as we open. Exhale, round. Breathing in as we open. Exhale, round. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up, palms together. Sink down into chair pose. Sinking into chair pose. Shoulders, again, pressing down. Knees behind the toes. We're going to shift our weight over to that left leg. Lift that right heel. Receiving a breath. Lowering that right heel, coming back to center. Shifting our weight over to that right leg and lifting that left heel. Breathing in here, lowering that left heel. Come back to center. Receive a breath, extend the arms out in front. Shoulders stay relaxed. And then release, sweep the arms up and down. We're going to do a little active stretch. Bring that right leg forward, left leg back. So a little balance too. We're going to lift the back heel, lift the front toes. Sweep the arms up, lift the back heel, exhale. Round, dropping down, lift the front toes. Breathing in as we sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down. Breathing in as we sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down. A few more of these, reaching up a little bit higher. Core is engaged. Lifting the back heel, lifting the front toes, a little higher yet. And down. Now, sweep it up and come up on those toes. Reach up to the sky. Now press that back heel down, little standing hip flexor stretch. Front knee behind the toes, press the hips forward. Back heel is behind the toes. Bring our fists to our lower back. Gently press the hips forward. Bring the elbows back and out to the side. And up. And out. And back. And out. And back. And out. Little sunbird. Reach up. Pull the sun down. Let the shoulders relax. Press the hips forward. Sweep the arms down behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Open up to the chest. On the exhale, come forward. 45 degrees. That right leg support you. Gauge your pelvic floor and the core as we come back up. Sweeping your arms up. Let's come up on those back toes. We're going to sink down into a little lunge. So as we sink down, left knee underneath the hip, underneath the shoulder. Sweep the arms up. Now, lift up as we sweep the arms down. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Palms facing in. Breathe in as we lower. Exhale, lift. Let's lower. Hold this here. Reach for that left wrist. Receive a breath. Gently fold over to the right. Come back to center. Press that back heel down. Straighten that front leg. That back foot, heel is behind the toes. Hips are level, stabilized. Bring the arms out in front. Shoulders are relaxed. Bring those arms out to the side. Just out to the side. As we breathe in, exhale, back to center. Core is engaged. Bring the arms up overhead. Pyramid pose. Exhale, out in front. Breathe in, bring the arms out. Back to center. Breathe in as we bring them up overhead. Core is engaged. So the back is not arching. Out a little bit wider. Back to center. So we do not want to arch the back when we come up. Keep everything engaged. Back. Now let's bring the arms out and behind. Interlock the fingers. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. Keep the spine long. You can stay here or hinge at the hips and fold halfway. Nice long spine. Engage the pelvic floor and the core as we come back up. Bring that left foot to meet the right. You're going to switch sides. Left foot forward, right leg back. Both feet pointing forward. Sweep up, lift the back heel. Exhale down, lifting the front toes. Breathing in as we lift up. Exhale down. Sweeping up, getting that flow. Sweep the arms up a little bit higher. A couple more of these. Breathing in as we sweep it up. Exhale down. Now let's bring it up. Reach up on those back toes. Lift and lengthen. Receive a breath. Now press that back heel down and then bring the arms down. Fists to our lower back. Shifting forward. Standing hip flexor stretch. And check to see where that back heel is. Sometimes it wants to come in. We're bringing it out to the side. You're going to feel that in that hip. Shifting the hips forward. Bring the elbows back. Open up to the chest. Exhale out to either side. Breathe in as we bring the elbows back. Exhale out to either side. Breathe in as we bring the elbows back. Exhale out to either side. Sweep the arms up. Reach up and then let the shoulders sink down. Press those hips forward. Gaze out in front. Open the heart. As you breathe in, on the exhale, bring the arms down behind the back, interlock the fingers, open up to the chest, keep the spine long. You can stay here or come forward at 45 degrees. Let that left leg support you. Just bring the arms up behind you. Engage the core, pelvic floor as you come back up. Straighten both legs. Adjust your legs if you need to. Pyramid pose and check that back heel. I know it's easy to come in. Hips stabilized. Bring the arms out in front. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe in as we bring them out to the side, just out to the side at first. Exhale back to center. Breathe in as we sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale out in front. Breathe in as we bring them out to the side. Exhale back to center. Breathe in as we bring them up overhead. Exhale out in front. This time out to the side and behind. Interlock the fingers, open up to the chest. Keep the spine long. And on the exhale, you can stay here or hinge at the hips and fold halfway. Nice long spine. Don't fold if it bothers your back. You're going to feel a deeper stretch the back of that left leg. Engage the pelvic floor and the core. Keep the spine long as we come back up. And then bring that right foot forward to meet the left. Now we are going to do some sun salutations. So let's come towards the front of the mat. I'm going to turn this way. Feet width apart. Sweep the arms up and back. Press the hips forward. Exhaling, leading with the chest. Sweep the arms down. Gentle fold. Come up halfway. Lengthen the spine. Exhale as we come down. Remember, if you wanted your blocks, you can use them. Lift the chest. Bring the right leg back into a runner's lunge. Now, you can stay here. Left hand on the mat. You can drop to the knee if you need to. Underneath the shoulder. Sweep that right arm up to the sky. Follow it with your head and gaze. Looking up that arm. Arms are in one straight line. If you can, don't force it. Receive a breath. And now, bring that right arm back down. Drop to that right knee. Gaze out in front. Shifting the hips back. Extending that front leg. Lifting the toes. Little monkey. We're going to come forward. You can use your blocks if you like. Walking forward as we breathe in. Each time opening up that right hip flexor a little bit deeper. Exhale as we shift back. Lifting the toes. Breathing in as we shift forward. Opening up to the chest. Exhale as we gently drop back. Again, don't overstretch. Now, you can stay here. You can use those blocks. Keep the hips lifted. Or you can gently come the whole way down. If you have any knee issues, please respect those. It is also a good stretch for the knee. If that left leg's extended, pull the toes back. Taking another breath. Maybe bringing that right arm across the lower back. Sweep that left arm up. Reach forward. Towards that left foot, ankle, or shin. Just a little bit deeper. Taking a breath. The chest. Now we're going to walk ourselves forward. Do a spinal twist the other way. Left hand. The right hand's going to be on the mat or the block. Now sweep that left arm up to the sky. Follow with your head and gaze. Looking up that arm. Reaching up as we breathe in. Bring that left arm across the lower back. Gently bringing the elbow back. Pressing the shoulder back. Like somebody just came up and pulled it back. Tipping the chin. Looking up towards the sky. As we breathe in. And lowering that right hip. See my right hip lower. This works nice on my block too. Lifting that hip. Sweep that left arm up. Coming back to center. Let's bring that left knee back to meet the right. In the tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Round and arch in the cat. Come back into child's pose. Extend the arms out in front. Knees together, or feet together, knees apart. Bring the hips back over the heels. Extend the arms out in front. Receive a breath. Let's come all the way forward onto the mat. On our forearms. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Legs extended. Press through the palms. Little sphinx. Open up through the chest. Press the hips down. Open up the heart. Our arms are the gate, and the heart is opening through the gate. Receive a breath. Now bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Elbows against the ribs. Keep the elbows in. Pressing up into cobra. Let's flip our toes and raise our hips into down dog. Bring the hips up to the sky. Release the fingers. Relax the shoulders. Let's bring that right leg up behind. Three-legged down dog. On the exhale, we can bring it up in one step, or we can drop to that left knee and walk it up. Then lift that back knee. Open up to the chest. Bring that left leg to meet the right in a gentle fold. Slowly rolling up, tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up, palms together, sinking down in the chair. Sinking down in the chair, staying here. Extend the arms out in front. Another breath in, feeling that fire building in those legs. On the exhale, sweep the arms up and down in a gentle fold. Coming here. We're going to grab our opposite elbow with our opposite hand. Knees slightly bent. Little lower back releaser, just let everything hang. Letting everything release, maybe you want to start to sway back and forth from side to side. Back and forth and back and forth. Hands on our thighs, open up to the chest, receive a breath, exhale, round and roll up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time, sweeping your arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. The other side, feet hip width apart, sweep the arms up and back, press the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest, sweep the arms down, gentle fold. Lengthen the spine, come up halfway as we breathe in. Exhale as we come down a little bit deeper. Lift the chest. Bring the left leg back into a runner's lunge. Watch that front knee. This time we're going to bring that right hand to the inside, or you keep it on the inside of that foot. And sweep that left arm up. So this one's a little trickier. You can also drop to your knee if you need to. Opening, I think I forgot to tell you to put the hand on the inside the last time. Opening up the opposite side. Take a breath. Bring that left hand back down. Bring the right hand to the outside of that foot. Lower that left knee. Use your block if you need to. A little monkey here. Coming forward, open up to the chest. Watch that front knee. On your exhale, shifting the hips back. Pulling those toes back. Extending that front leg. Breathing in as we come forward, opening up to the chest. Opening up that left hip flexor. Exhale, walking back. Again, not overstretching. Lifting the toes. Moving forward as we breathe in, opening up to the chest, gaze out in front. And then exhale as we gently walk back. Now you can stay here. Remember, you can use that block to help support you. Or you can sink the whole way down. So your hip would come down on your heel. And pulling those right toes back. Right leg's extended. If you want to go a little deeper here, bring that left arm across the lower back. Sweep that right arm up and reach forward with a nice long spine. To the toes, the ankle, or the shin. Another breath in. Maybe go in a little bit deeper. Gauge your core as we come back up. Use those blocks if you like to start to come forward. Now that normal spinal twist. Left hand will be underneath the shoulder on the block. Right arm down along the side. Sweep that right arm up to the sky. Follow with your head and gaze. That knee is lowered. Reach up to the sky as we breathe in. Now bring that arm across the lower back. Reaching around. And as we do that, we look up towards the sky, gently bringing that shoulder back, walking our fingers to the outside of that left hip. Pressing that left hip down a little bit deeper. Gently bringing that hip up, sweep that right arm up, bringing it back down. Curl the back toes under. Let's lift that back leg, bring the right leg back to meet it into a plank. Deep breath, engage the core. Exhale as we come down into chaturanga in a hover. Elbows against the ribs and down to the mat. Let's cross one forearm over the other. Extend the legs, let our chin rest here. Little lower back releaser. Bend the knees at 90 degrees, feet in the air. Breathe in as we bring the legs and feet over to the right. And exhale over to the left. Breathe in, over to the right. Gently releasing that lower back over to the left. Breathing in, clearing our path. Anything is blocking our vision. If we're not quite sure which direction we're going, this is a nice way to visualize what we want. When we visualize a positive, it manifests. So let's let our sights ahead on the positive things we want to move forward with. And let go as we drive forward, clearing away the stuff from the past. And over to the left that we want to gently let go. Extend the legs. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows against the ribs. Let's press up in cobra. Back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Hips back over the heels. Extend your arms out in front. Let everything release. Let's stay here. Receive a breath. Now come back into tabletop. We're going to do a little shoulder stretch while we're here. In tabletop. Bring the right arm in. Turn the palm up. Extend it through underneath that left elbow. Bend it 90 degrees. As we do that, we look underneath that left arm. Left elbow's bent, right shoulder and ear are on the mat, hips in the air. Let's pull the hand into a fist. My right hand as we breathe in, exhale, fling it open, let it release. Another breath in. Bring that right arm back in, to tabletop. Bring that left arm in, turn the palm up, extend it through underneath that left elbow, bend it 90 degrees, looking under that arm. Pull that left hand into a fist as we breathe in. And then let it all go, release it, spread it open, and let it relax. Bring that left arm back in, back into tabletop. And let's flip our toes, raise our hips in a down dog, bring the hips up to the sky, release the fingers. Bring that left leg up behind, three-legged down dog. On the exhale, bring it up in one step. Watch that front knee. Engage the core. So we bring that right leg in to meet it. Bring the hands to our thighs, open up to the chest as we breathe in. Round and roll up, tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping your arms up, palms together. And hands to heart center. Letting the shoulders sink down. Let's stay here. Let's feel this nourishment, this prana, this breath, this energy that's opening up. Feel those roots growing even deeper. Press the shoulders down. Sweeping the arms up to the sky. Turn the palms away as we sweep the arms down. We'll do a little modified tree. Shift our weight over to that left leg. Let's come up onto those right toes. We're going to open the knee out to the side so the heel is just lightly against the lower leg. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. While we're here, we're going to do a little hip pivot. Shoulders down, you're going to bring that knee in and open and in. Breathe in as we open, exhale in. Breathe in as we open. Stay here. Core is engaged. Pull the pelvic floor up, belly into the spine, shoulders relaxed. See if we can walk that foot to the inside of that lower leg. No pressure on the knee. Receive a breath, expand the branches. Reaching through those fingers. If you want to go deeper with this and go higher, just make sure you don't put pressure on the knee. Shoulders relaxed, opening up the heart. Remember to smile. Receive a breath, bring the palms together, hands to heart center. Gently, come down to the toes. You can always stay on the toes too. And open, come back down. So we're just going to kind of gently shift. One side to the other. Shifting those hips. Creating some little figure eights with the hips. So our feet are rooted, are grounded. Very easy flow through the knees, through the hips, through the torso, through the shoulders. Figure eights. And start to come back to center. This little swaying tree here. Oh, now the wind just subsided. Standing up nice and tall again. Shifting our weight over to that right leg. Let's bend the left knee, come up on those toes. And then open the knee out to the side so the heel is just resting on the inside of that lower leg. First we're going to do that little hip pivot. Bringing that knee in. Breathe in as we open. Exhale in. Breathe in as we open. And exhale in. Breathe in as we open. Remember, you can always stay here. This is still tree. Receive a breath, extending those arms, spreading those branches. The shoulders relaxed. If you want to go a little deeper, it might be easier to bring the palms down first, then bring that foot up, and then extend those arms. However you like to do it. This is your tree. As we spread those fingers, feel the beautiful colors that were blooming. Well, the trees are blooming right now. Receiving a breath. Open to that new growth. Whoops. And on the exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Pressing the shoulders down. Slowly coming back down on those toes. And then bringing that knee in. Coming back down. Again, a little just shift from side to side, maybe the opposite direction. Maybe a little bit deeper this time. And just get those elbows moving. Keeping the palms together. A little flow here. However you feel comfortable flowing. Hearing those cracks and those releases and those air bubbles that have been trapped. Respect any injuries, shoulders, or anything that you have too. So we're going to come back to center. We're going to keep the palms together. We're just going to open up. So, sweeping the arms up, elbows out, bringing them down. Reaching up, elbows out. I just was doing a little course on yoga for breast care, breast health. And we were actually talking about a lot of different things, nutrition and supplements and melatonin and all kinds of good stuff. And then how we want to move the energy through the breast, through the armpits. This was a good move. Just flowing it up and out. This helps move the lymph. That's what we're doing. We're moving things through the lymphatic system. Also, they said walking, swinging your arms, which my husband does all the time. I'm happy about that. Now, I'll just sweep the arms down. Roll the shoulders up and around and down. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Open up to the chest. Keep the spine long. And then on the exhale, hinge at the hips forward halfway, or stay right where you are. Engage the core as we come back up. Come to the front of the mat if you're not already there. Sweep the arms up and back, press the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest, sweep the arms down, gentle fold, lift the chest, bring the right leg back into a runner's lunge. Watch that front knee, bring the left leg back to meet it into plank, core is engaged, knees or no knees, it's up to you. Exhale as we come down into chaturanga, into hover, and down to the mat. Keep the elbows in, press forward, push up into cobra, back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, hips back over the heels, extend the arms. Let everything release. Let it all release. Another breath in. Let's flip our toes. Raise our hips into down dog. Bring the hips up to the sky. Release the fingers. Let's walk the dog again because it feels so good. Lifting the left heel. And the right. And the left. And the right. And the left. And the right. Bring those hips up a little bit higher. Lift the chest. We're going to bring that right leg forward in one step, and then bring that left leg in part way. We're going to I'm turning around. We're going to transition into a warrior one. Heels in alignment, back foot angled to the side and the front. Start to walk ourselves up. Launch that right thigh, adjust our legs as needed. Gently pivot the hips forward. All right, so we shift those hips forward, back foot angled. Open up to the chest. Sweep the arms up. Reach up. Let the shoulders relax. Open the heart. Remember to smile. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. Now we're going to add to this, if it feels right, sweep the arms up, create a little arch. Again, if you don't like arching, then don't. And bring the palms back together, hands to heart center. Receive a breath. And on the exhale, I'm going to pivot that back foot to the left side as we extend those arms front and back. Looking out over that front arm. Front knee bent behind the toes, feet perpendicular. Remember to smile, shoulders are relaxed. Shoulders above the hips. Feel our hips opening up. So we're going to be shifting forward and back a couple times. We do not come forward through the knee. All right? Shoulders above the hips. Look out over that front arm. Receive a breath. Now we bring that left hip up as we reach out through those right fingers. Come back to center. Sweep that arm down the back of the leg. Front arm up and over like a C. Keep that front knee bent. Open the heart. Reach up as we breathe in. Bring that right hand to the thigh. Sweep that left arm up. Reach up to the sky. Opening up. Hip underneath the shoulder. Reaching up through the arm. On the exhale, sweep that arm down the back of the leg, front arm up and over like a C. Keep that front knee bent, looking up towards the sky. On the exhale, looking down the back of the leg, reaching towards that back knee. Sweeping that front arm up, bring that right hand to the thigh, sweep that back arm up the wall. Reach up as we breathe in, now maybe bringing that right forearm onto the thigh. You can also stay on the hand. Opening up as we breathe in. Make sure that hip did not sink behind into the wall. The wall's behind us. Sweeping that on down. Fall with your head and gaze. Breathe in as we sweep it up against the wall. Exhale, scoop it down and under. Breathe in, sweep it up against the wall. Exhale, scoop it down and under. Breathe in as we sweep it up. Reach up as we breathe in. Lengthen on the exhale. Extend the arm up past our ear. Reach through those fingertips for that stretch the whole left side. Rotate that left hand. 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Reach through those fingers for that stretch to the left side as we breathe in. And then on the exhale, we're going to sweep that arm down the back of the leg. Sweep that front arm up and over. Bring the hand to the head. Elbow up. Bring the left arm across the lower back. Open up through the heart and gently shift the upper body forward. So the elbow comes out to the right. Tiny little circles with this right elbow. Very tiny circles. 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. opening up. Now, extend and open up into Warrior Two again, opening those hips a little bit deeper, arms extended front and back. One more time with that little hip pivot. Receive a breath, reaching out. Bring that left hip up, reach out to the right through those fingers. Shifting forward, come back to center. I'm going to pivot everything back down into a lunge to the mat. Front knee behind the toes, extend that left leg, open up to the chest. Bring that right leg back to meet it in a plank. Engage the core. Exhale as we come down in a chaturanga, in a hover. And down to the mat. Keep the elbows in, press forward, push up into cobra. Back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Bring the hips back over the heels. Extend the arms out in front. Let everything release. Let the forehead come to the mat. Receive a breath in here and let it all go. Another breath in. Slip our toes, raise our hips into down dog. Bring the hips up to the sky, release through the fingers, relax the shoulders. Receive a breath. And we're going to bring that right leg up behind, three-legged down dog. On the exhale, bring it forward in one step. Watch that front knee, bring the left leg forward to meet it, slowly rolling up, tucking the chin one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping the arms up, palms together, sinking down into chair. Sweep the arms up and back, press the hips forward, exhaling, leading with the chest, sweep the arms down, gentle fold, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale as we come back down, lift the chest. Let's bring the left leg back into a runner's lunge. Watch that front knee, bring the right leg back to meet it, into plank. Receive a breath, exhale, come down into chaturanga, in the hover. Down to the mat, keep the elbows in. Pressing forward, pushing up into cobra. Back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, bring the hips back over the heels. Extend the arms out in front. Flip our toes, raise our hips in a down dog. Bring the hips up to the sky, release through the fingers. Relax the shoulders. This time we're going to bring that left leg forward in one step. Watch that front knee. Bring that right leg in part way. Heels in alignment, back foot angle to the side and the front. Start to walk ourselves up onto that left thigh, gently bringing that right hip forward. So this time I'm going to turn the other way. Gently pivoting that hip, opening up through the chest. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. Press through all four corners of our feet, neck back, pinky toes, pressing down, anchoring ourselves as we shift forward. Feel that left knee helping to support us also. Press through that back heel, sweeping the arms up. If it feels right, you can create that little arch. If it doesn't, then just stay with your arms reaching up, and then bring them back to heart center. Shoulders sinking down. Receive a breath. Now on the exhale, pivot that back foot to the right side. So we open up into Warrior Two, extending arms front and back. Feel one nice line from one middle finger to the other. Front knee bent behind the toes. This time it should be your opposite side. Right leg back, press through that back heel. Shifting forward through that front knee, keep it behind the toes. Opening those hips up against the wall. Relax the shoulders, look over that front arm. Keep the shoulders above the hips, receive a breath as we shift forward through that upper body. Bring that right hip up behind, reaching through those left fingers, coming back to center. So we breathe in nice and tall. Sweep the back arm up, down again, down the back of the leg as we sweep that front arm up and over, opening the heart. Reach up as we breathe in, bring that left hand to the thigh, sweep that back arm up the wall, and reach up. So we want those hips underneath the shoulder, underneath that arm. Reach up to the sky, looking up on the exhale, sweep that arm down the back of the leg, sweep the front arm up and over, creating that arch, opening the heart. Looking up as we breathe in, on the exhale, reaching and looking down the back of the leg. Sweep that front arm up, bring that left hand to the thighs, we sweep that back arm up. Reach up to the sky, looking up. If it feels right, you can come onto that left forearm. Look up that arm as we breathe in against the wall. On the exhale, scoop that arm down underneath the leg, follow through hidden gaze. Breathe in as we sweep it up against the wall. Exhale, scoop it down and under. Breathe in as we sweep it up against the wall. Exhale, scoop it down and under. One more time, sweep it up against the wall. Reach up, breathe in, lengthen. On the exhale, extend that arm out past our ear, reaching out in front. Feel that stretch the whole right side. Rotate that right hand. 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Reach through those fingers, feel that stretch the whole right side as we breathe in. And on the exhale, sweep that right arm down the back of the leg, front arm up and over. Keep that front knee bent, bring the hand to the head. Right arm across the lower back, open up to the chest. Gently pivot the upper body forward as we bring that left elbow out to the side. Remember to press to that back heel. Tiny circles with this left elbow. 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Now we're going to open back up into that warrior 2, maybe a little bit deeper this time, opening those hips. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Do that little pivot again. Receive a breath now from the hips, from the waist. We're going to reach out in front. Only the upper body. Coming back to center. I'm going to windmill everything back down to the mat. Into a lunge. Watch that front knee. Bring that right leg back. Bring the left leg back to meet it in a plank. Engage the core. Hold this here. Now come down into chaturanga in a hover. Elbows against the ribs and down to the mat. And let's just stay here. Extending the arms on our bellies. Extending the legs. So we're going to do a little alternate reaching. Just an inch or two. We're going to lift the right arm and the left leg. Keep the hips level. Reach for the fingers and the toes as we breathe in. And on the exhale, let everything come back down to the mat. Lift the left arm and the right leg. Keep the hips level. Reach for the fingers and the toes. As we breathe in and exhale, come back down. Let's do this again. Right arm, left leg. Reach, reach. Pressing those hips into the mat and gently let it release. Left arm and right leg. Reach and reach. And let it release. Now both arms and both legs. Core is engaged. Lifting just an inch or two. Core is engaged. Reaching through the fingers to the toes. Engaging and exhale, let it release. Bring the arms down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Elbows against the ribs. Press up into cobra. Back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, hips back over the heels. Extend your arms out in front. Receive another breath and then slowly coming back to seated on the mat. Get some water if you need it. This carpet, my mats slide a lot, so I'm always adjusting them. And let's sit cross-legged if you can. Let me get some water. Again, you can also create that diamond or bring the legs out in front. Sit up nice and tall. Sit bones balanced. Sometimes I like to kind of get underneath there, lift the meat there, so I can really anchor into those sit bones. And then you're going to feel that pelvic floor pressing into the mat. As we open up through the heart, shoulders are relaxed. Bring our hands to our shins or legs out in front. We're going to do a little spinal flex here. Shoulders, elbows loose. Come forward, leading with the chin and the chest. Exhale round, pulling away, tucking the chin. Breathing in as we come forward. Exhale round, tucking the chin. Breathing in, coming forward, opening up the heart. Exhale round. One more time, coming forward a little bit deeper. Now round and hold this here, pulling away. And then back to center. Sit up nice and tall. And I'm just going to do a basic little spinal twist here. Keeping our knees bent, nothing too extreme. Bring your right hand to the right side of the mat. Sweep that left arm up. Reach up, lift and lengthen, and just come into an angle. Bring the hand to the outside of that right knee, the right thigh. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. If it doesn't feel right, then come out of it. Stay here, or if you can go a little deeper, turn your head and look towards that right wall. You always want a nice long spine when you do these twists. And gently unwinding. If your legs are crossed, let's cross them the other way. Just to have that evenness here. Again. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the arms behind the back. Open up to the chest as we breathe in. You can stay here or come forward at 45 degrees. Bring the arms up behind us. Start to feel that release, the lower back, opening the hips, engage the core as we come back up. Left hand to the left side, sweep that right arm up, reach up, lift and lengthen. On the exhale, turn at an angle, bring your hand to the outside of that left knee or thigh. Open up to the chest. As we breathe in, keep the spine long. You can come out of it, stay here, or go a little deeper as you turn towards that left side. Breath in, gently unwinding. Let's open those legs, just at a slight V. as wide as the mat. Coming a little bit wider. Sit tall, sweep the arms up, reach up, lift and lengthen. Now gently pivot to the right. Keep the spine long, so sweep those arms down towards that toe, ankle, or shin. Don't go so deep at first. Lengthen the spine, and then maybe coming a little bit deeper. Another breath in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, maybe we can go a little bit deeper yet. Listen to your body. Nice long spine. Lengthen as we breathe in. Round and roll up, tucking the chin. One vertebrae at a time. Back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Sweep the arms up. Feel that lifting and that lengthening, and then gently pivot. And then come down, long, over that left leg. Again, don't go to the full extreme. Maybe just bring the hands to the shins. Lengthen the spine. Then start to come down a little bit deeper. That knee can bend, that is fine. Lengthen the spine, go at your own pace. Maybe a little bit deeper yet as you start to feel things releasing. Lengthen the spine as we breathe in. Exhale, round and roll up, tucking the chin, one vertebrae at a time. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Hands to the shins, shoulders loose. Breathe in, start to come forward, bringing the chest forward. Pressing so the elbows are on the inside of those thighs. Maybe gently pressing those thighs open. And engage the core as we come back to center. Let's bend the knees. Bring the feet out in front. Sit bones balance. Coming into a V-sit. Hands to our shins. Let's come forward, bring the chest in to meet the thighs. Round and pull back. We'll see the cat and cow. Breathing in as we come forward. Exhale, round and roll back. Breathing in as we come forward. Now we're going to roll the whole way back, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, coming the whole way down to the mat. Whole way down. Keep the knees bent. Arms down along our sides. We're going to do a little hip opener. Receive a breath, and on the exhale, gently bring the knees and the legs over to the right. Engage the core as we come back to center. Exhale, knees and legs over to the left. Breathing in as we come back to center. Looking at the sky, knees and legs over to the right. Breathe in as we come back to center. Exhale, knees and legs over to the left. Engage your core back to center, this time with a head turn. Knees and legs to the right, head and gaze over to the left. Coming back to center as we breathe in. Exhale, knees and legs to the left, head and gaze over to the right. And back to center. Keep that left foot planted, extend that right leg, point the toes, sweep the right leg up, walk the hands up behind the leg, gently pulling it back. Don't overstretch. Point and flex. And point the toes and flex. And point and flex. And let's lift and lengthen. If you want to go a little deeper, extend that left leg. Feeling everything opening up. Another breath in. Now bend that right knee, pull the thigh into the chest, give ourselves a big hug. Wrap the arms around that shin, rotate that right foot 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. Now wrap that right arm around the shin. Hold on to that leg, bring the left arm out to the side. Left leg's extended, receive a breath. If it feels right, gently pry that right leg out to the side. Don't force it. And then gently bring it the whole way down into a resting tree. So now we're just going to bring the bottom of that right foot to the inside of that left leg as that right knee is out to the side. And extend both arms like our branches are reaching towards the sky into a V. Reach those fingers. Engage the shoulder blades. Now bring the shoulder blades into the mat and feel this release. Go the whole way down through the arms and let everything relax. Receive another breath in as we feel this gentle opening through the hips, allowing for that movement on our journeys forward. Bring that right knee up. Keep that right knee bent. Bring the arms down. Extend that left leg. If it's not already extended, point the toes. Sweep the left leg up. Walk the hands up behind the leg, gently pulling it back. Point the toes and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. Lift and lengthen gently. If it feels right, pull back a little deeper. If you want to go a little deeper, extend that right leg. Just stay here with this. Feel this gentle opening. Feel things shifting and expanding and opening as the flow and the alignment opens up in our bodies. Receive a breath. Now bend that left knee. Bring the thigh into the chest. You can extend that right leg if it wasn't. Wrap your arm around your shin. Give yourselves a little hug and rotate that left foot 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Now wrap that left arm around the shin, holding on to it like a chicken wing. Right arm out to the side from your shoulder with your palm down. Receive a breath. Now only go where it feels right. Gently opening this left knee out to the side. Don't force it. Feel that expansion to those hips and our thighs. Receive a breath. Now gently bring that foot down to the inside. Bottom of the foot to the inside of that right extended leg as that left knee opens up, and bring those arms out and up like a V. Spreading those fingers, resting tree, reaching through our branches. Reaching as we breathe in, and bring the shoulder blades into the mat and feel this release. Go the whole way down through the arms, through the fingers, and then let everything release. Sweeping the arms down. And let's bring that left knee back up. Bring that right knee up. Bring both knees in. Wrap yourselves into a little ball here. Wrap your arms around your shins. Bring your chin to your knee and just gently rock back and forth from side to side, massaging the spine. And back and forth. Come back to center. Receive a breath. Bring the upper body down. Bring the legs straight up. Arms down along your sides, pressing through our palms, engaging. We're going to point the toes and flex and point. Now, as they're flexed, we're going to open them like a V. Bring them together and point and flex and open and together and point and flex and open and together and point and flex. Let's bring our knees into tabletop. Receive a breath. And we're going to do a little supine eagle here. So, we're going to bring that right arm up and over the left. So we're going to cross them. So we're intertwining our forearms. Palms, wherever you can reach them together. Now, that right arm up and over, we're going to bring that left leg up and over. The right thigh. And now intertwine our lower legs. Receiving a breath. On the exhale, we're going to bring everything together. Elbows to knees. Tucking the chin. Coming back, opening up. This time, bring the arms out. Open them out to either side with your palms down. Receive a breath. And now on the exhale, we're going to bring those legs. I called opposites. I'm not used to doing that. We're going to bring our legs over. Right arm up and over, left leg. Yeah, over to the right. Yeah, left leg up and over. We're going to bring our knees and legs over to the right. So the opposite side of the leg that came up and over. Keep that left shoulder down if you can. If this is too much, then come into tabletop and do a basic spinal twist. Supine eagle. Receiving a breath. Engage the core, bring everything back to center. Unwinding, keeping both knees in tabletop, bringing those arms in. So this time the left arm comes up and over, intertwining the lower arms. The right leg comes up and over, intertwining, so it's the opposite. Left arm, right leg. Receive a breath on the exhale. Let's bring everything together. Elbows to knees, tucking the chin. Receive another breath. Bring everything back to the mat. We're going to open the arms out to either side with our palms down. Receive a breath. Now gently bring the knees and legs over to the left. Again, if that's too much, unwind and come into tabletop. And then do your basic spinal twist. Keeping that right shoulder down. Receiving a breath. Engage the core. Bring everything back to center. We're going to unwind and come into Shavasana. If you need to cover yourself, do a little 5 minutes of sound too. So allow yourself to anchor in. Feel that life force energy flowing through our bodies. Feel that breath as we expand and open, closing our eyes in through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling the alignment with our path in life to where we are now, to the anchoring in. The truth of who we are. This has been a good time to really reflect on who we are, where we are, and where we want to be. If you want to be in corpse pose, let your heels come together. Let the feet naturally flop open. Feel those hips opening. You can roll the shoulders under if you like. Arms out at a 45-degree angle with the palms open. If you want release for your lower back, you can bend the knees. If you're near a wall, you can let your legs rest up against the wall. You can put a block underneath your lower back, your hips, your sacrum. You can roll on to one side or the other if you like. So wherever you want to be, let yourself anchor in. Feel that light shining from above, connecting with the light within, shining with all these wondrous lights around us, flowing through our hearts. As we move together as one, flow together as one, anchor in as one. Through the nose, out through the nose. The back of the third eye breath. Let's go into those nice deep breaths. Those opening up through the belly and the rib cage and the heart space. And on the exhale, let the chest deflate, ribs close, belly deflates as the pelvic floor rises. Feel this life force, breath flowing through us into every cell of our being, every tissue. keeping our eyes closed. We can start to wiggle our fingers and toes. Moving our hands and feet. Bringing awareness to our bodies, to the space, sound of our breath, the beat of our heart, and the earth underneath us. Let ourselves roll to one side or the other, whichever way you're guided on our journeys. Not thinking about it. Once you're there, if you rolled onto your right, maybe your body needed some rest. Open up that left nostril. If you rolled onto your left, maybe your body needs some activity. So it opens up the right nostril. Gently, with your eyes closed, in your own time, allow yourself to start to come back to seated, one hand at a time, one vertebrae at a time, nice and gently, flowing back. Sitting up nice and tall, bring our palms together, hands to heart center, start to rub those palms, creating heat and warmth in between our palms. Once they're nice and warm, gently place them over our eyes, allowing our eyes to flutter open, getting used to the light as we start to lightly tap back and forth. Cross our forehead over to those temples, very lightly rubbing little circles. Open our mouth, let our jaw relax, our face relax, and our mind release as we gently let go and unwind and unfurl. Yeah, like a mental massage. And then lightly tapping across our eyebrows to these two little indents at the inside of each eyebrow, our sinus pressure points. Press in here, breathe in real deep through the nose. And on the exhale, tap lightly down the outside of the nose, across the tops of the cheekbones, back and forth, lightly down the cheeks, down to the chin, lightly down the throat, down to the breastbone, where our thymus gland lies, our immunity balancer, tapping here. Rubbing little circles as we boost our immunity for the day, activate our heart space, clear out any congestion. Breathing in this day, this life that we have, each breath at a time, appreciating, being grateful for each step forward. All of these interactions with more people than we ever thought, virtually. It's pretty amazing. All right. We're going to do 3 tones for our heart because we're going to spread that love. We now know how connected we are. So we're going to send that love out into ourselves. We're going to open up A-H. So first one, expand and open up through the breath. Open up the heart space. Let's breathe in together. Next one, sending that love out through our root systems. It's flowing out. Everything is flowing. So sending it wherever, whomever, whatever we want to be, wherever we want to be, sending love. Another breath. Last but not least, always remembering to honor and nourish and love ourselves unconditionally, no matter what. It's not selfish. We need to be here for ourselves so we can be here for others. So treat ourselves well. Be grateful for who we are and what we do. Give ourselves that time and that space and love ourselves. Another breath. Bring our palms together, hands to heart center. I honor the place in you in which the whole universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love and truth and light and peace. When you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Have a great, wonderful day. I know tomorrow will at least be a chair variety class, so I'll post that in the morning. Have a great day. Hi guys. Can't see all. Mark, Dave, Mary Jo, hey.